Hey everybody, it's Emily at Arc Schooling, and today I'm going to do my Booktubeathon Tbr. If you're not familiar, Booktubeathon is an online readathon that is hosted by Ariel Bissett, and it's July 30th through August 5th, so not this week but next week. And I'm really excited. I did it last year. It was a lot of fun, and I've been looking forward to it since then. And of course, I am smack dab in the middle of a big project that is like almost done if I could just like get it done. And I'm gonna do a readathon in the middle of it. So I don't know what I'm thinking, but I didn't want to miss out because it's fun, and it's a fun thing that I do with my daughter who's going away to college in a couple of weeks, and I'm like, we're gonna do the readathon. Projects be damned. So I don't know what I'm thinking. Anyhow, let's just go through this TBR together. There are 7 challenges. I'm not doing all of them, and I'll get to why in a moment. First challenge is to read a book about something you want to do. I must have sat here and thought about this challenge for a solid week because I could not think of a book that I could use for this challenge, and then I was doing my book haul and thought, wait. So, the book I'm going to use for this challenge is Brazen, Rebel Ladies Who Rocked the World. I want to be like a badass woman who rocks the world, so yeah, I'm gonna go with this book. It's a graphic novel about amazing rebel women who did great things. We've got Margaret Hamilton and, let's see, Josephine Baker and Wu Zitan, a Chinese empress, I think, and Betty Davis, singer-songwriter. So there's a pretty good range of historical and pop culture type women, and it sounds like a fun read, and it's a graphic novel, so I'm hoping it's a quick read. Next is to watch a book-to-movie adaptation. This one I got stuck on too because all of the movie adaptations that I would normally gravitate towards, they're a little bit long, or I just don't want to reread them right now. So I was sitting here like brainstorming, and then I remembered I had just picked up Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn because of the new series on HBO, and I did watch the first episode, and then I was like, nah, I want to read the rest of the book first. So I have this. I haven't started it yet. I want to read this before I watch the rest of the show, so I'm thinking I'll read it and then binge half of the season, the first like third of the season maybe, I don't know, whatever's out right now as of the readathon. So I won't be able to do like the whole show during the readathon, but I'll be able to watch at least like maybe 4 or 5 episodes, so I'm looking forward to that. I loved Gone Girl, and I've been wanting to read more of Gillian Flynn's books, and I have not had the chance, so I'm looking forward to reading Sharp Objects. Next is to read a book with green on the cover, and actually thus far all of the books in my pile have green on the cover. So I've got this covered, but my daughter has been pushing this book on me, and it's short, so I thought, okay, fine, I'll read this for the readathon. And that is Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire. I actually bought this like 2 years ago, and it's just been sitting on my shelf, and I haven't had time to pick it up. And then, of course, Sarah picked it up and was like, you have to read this. So I guess I have to read this. And it's got lots of green on the cover. Look at all of the green. All I know is it's got something to do with children who, it's like a wayward house, I think, for children who have gone to other worlds. So, you know, like Narnia and Fillory and that sort of thing. They come back and they need to kind of readjust to the real world, and they go here. And I think there's also possibly some kind of murder mystery. Am I correct? Yeah. Sarah's over there like, yes, you're right. You got it. So, yeah, so I don't know. It's really short, so I'm thinking it's perfect for our readathon. Next up is the one I'm skipping, and that's to read a book while wearing the same hat the whole time. I'm not a hat person. I know, Sarah's like, you can't do this. But the only hats that I normally would wear are winter hats, and I don't want to have a sweaty head while I'm reading in the middle of the summer. So I don't really do ball caps. I don't like them. I don't like the way they feel on my head, and I don't actually own any other hats. So after debating, I decided I'm not gonna suffer and wear a winter hat just for the sake of this challenge.
Suffer.
So we're gonna skip that one. The next step is to read a book with a beautiful spine. And I picked this book, Maud, by Melanie J. Fishbane, a novel inspired by the life of Ella Montgomery, and I've had this on my TBR for the longest time. It's beautiful, and I've been dying to read it for forever. I love the Anne books. They're some of my favorite books, and I've been wanting to read this for so long, and it is a little bit long for a readathon, so I don't know if I'll actually finish this during the readathon, but it does qualify as a beautiful spine. Like, just look how pretty it is. It's so pretty, this whole book. I love this aesthetic. It's beautiful. And then, because you are supposed to read 7 books, I do have 3 more books in my pile, and I'm being realistic with myself. I'm probably not going to read anywhere near 7 books. But what I have in my pile is another graphic novel. I bought Marvel 1602 by Neil Gaiman a few months ago, and I've been just dying to pick this up. I've never really read any of the Marvel comics. I've seen some of the movies. I enjoy them, but I've never read the comics, and I've never really felt the desire to until I discovered that this was a thing, that Neil Gaiman wrote a story about the Marvel superheroes somehow being in Elizabethan England. Like, I was like, well, dang it, I'm gonna have to read this. Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot more about it besides that Marvel superheroes are in the year 1602 in Elizabethan England and doing superhero things in the midst of that time period. And it sounds so much fun. I also have Gwendy's Button Box by Stephen King and Richard Chismar that I got for Christmas and have not had a chance to pick up yet. And it's really short. It's a novella, so it's a pretty quick read. And I have no idea what this is about besides that it takes place in Castle Rock. And I'm excited because this week Castle Rock comes on Hulu and I am so ready for it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to picking this up. And finally, I have The Blue Castle by Ella Montgomery. And this is one of her only adult books, I believe. It's about a woman named Valancy Sterling who gets a letter in the mail and decides that day that she's ready to change her life, and she decides to do exactly what she wants to do and say what she wants to say. And yeah, it just sounds really intriguing. I've heard several people tell me that this is great. It's one of their favorite books, and I've never really read anything by Ella Montgomery besides the Anne books. So I'm thinking once I've read this, I'm going to want to read this. The final thing I'm supposed to do is let a coin toss decide my first read. So, of these books, I'm going to say that these are the 2 that I'm probably the most excited to start, so I'm going to make this my coin toss. So, I'm going to say heads, tails. And let me grab my coin, and I suck at coin tosses, so let's see if I can do this without whipping this quarter across the room. I got heads. I'm gonna read Every Heart a Doorway first, and now Sarah's over there doing a little happy dance because she has been dying for me to read this so she can talk about it. So that is my Booktubeathon Tbr. I'm really excited. I have no idea how much I'm going to be able to participate. Like last year, we did all of the challenges and all of the things, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to maintain that this year. I know I'm not going to vlog. I kept saying that I was going to try to, but I'm going to be realistic with myself. I have a lot going on. I'm not going to have time to vlog. So I will try to do some Instagram challenges, and I will maybe attempt 1 or 2 of the video challenges. And I'm going to try to make at least a minor dent in this TBR, because I'm excited for a lot of these books. Are you going to be participating in Booktubeathon? I'd love to hear about your TBR. I hope you guys participate. It is, seriously, it's so much fun. It's great to have a just bookish event where you get to like share your love of books with the online community and everybody's participating in it. It's so fun. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Happy reading. Bye!